Good evening and welcome to this episode of History or Bust. I'm Jake Donoho alongside Teaghan Carter. Today we'll be covering 4 unsung heroes of the Industrial Revolution, one of the most important time periods for modern society. First up on the list is Matthew Bolton, who could be described as the father of the Industrial Revolution, except that his partner, James Watt, is more well known than him. He was born in Birmingham, England in 1728. In 1762, Bolton built a Soho manufactory near Birmingham. The factory produced small metal articles such as gilt and silver buttons and buckles, Sheffield plate, and a variety of other items. He became the partner of James Watt in 1775 in the steam engine industry, and was Bolton who has helped Watt make their iconic steam engine. Watt's and Bolton's engine used 75% less fuel than compared to other engines. They continued developing their inventions so that Bolton and Watt steam engines could not only efficiently pump water, but drive machinery in paper, cotton, flour, and iron mills. The steam engine managed to single-handedly jumpstart the Industrial Revolution. This is another guy. A lot of times throughout the show we've talked a lot of military figures, historical figures in that context, and now we're kind of shifting into more of the inventors and the innovators of America and stuff like that. And although he's not as well known as James Watt, he was able to put himself into that light and say, this is my invention, I'm gonna change the world.
Mm-hmm, absolutely, and it really did. I think without the steam engine, we would have gotten nowhere in comparison to where we are now. Definitely an innovation that just really got us going in the direction of industrialization that if we hadn't had that, we would not be where we are right now.
Definitely, if the steam engine had not been invented at that time, I'd say that where we are now, we'd probably be 30, 40 years behind.
If not more.
Exactly, yes.
Next we have Ada King, known as the Countess of Lovelace, who is regarded as the world's first computer programmer. She was born as Augusta Ada Byron in December of 1815 in London, England, and was very well educated in science, logic, and mathematics. She became interested in mathematician Charles Babbage's idea for an analytical engine in 1843, which had all of the elements of a modern computer. Babbage managed to ask Ada if she could write an article about it, since she was very interested in it. Her addition to the article includes several programs for the analytical engine to perform and other possible uses of the machine. Ada's programs were one of the first to be published, so she is often referred to as the first computer programmer. However, since the machine was never built, her programs were sadly not used. That's kind of wild that she was so interested in this analytical engine and she wrote programs for it for something that would never actually exist.
Definitely, kind of really surprising that we haven't heard of her. It's kind of something that this is the world's first computer programmer, and it's kind of compared to where we are today with computers and stuff like that, she was a lot more important than is talked about.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if somewhere along the line someone did take her codes and try them out on the computers that were built later on, because I think that would be kind of nice for her codes to get a little use out of them when she went through all the effort and just had so many great ideas about where to go with the analytical engine. I think it'd be nice if someone took the time to just run them a little bit for her.
Definitely, I think so too. We'll be covering more on History or Bust after this commercial break, including the inventor of the power loom and a woman who invented pollution-reducing machines. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Jitters Coffee House. Located on the first floor of the Wells Towers, Jitters is a student-run coffee lounge and offers a variety of coffee and ice cream-based drinks and is home to many entertaining programs, including live music, gamer trivia nights, and other performances. Coordinate your activity by emailing jitters@uww.edu. Jitters is completely run by volunteers who can earn service hours and even receive a free drink during their shift. Stop in tonight at Jitters Coffee House, where fun events and community come together.
Welcome to the University Bookstore. The University Bookstore provides students with the opportunity to purchase apparel, gift items, textbooks, snacks, supplies, and other necessities right here on campus. The bookstore is also home to textbook rental, where you can find many of your required textbooks. Our friendly staff always goes the extra mile to provide customers with a quick and pleasant experience. Visit the bookstore today to find great deals on everything you need to succeed as a Warhawk.
Bonsoir à tous.
Hola.
Hej, hur är läget?
Marhaba.
Ni hao.
Konnichiwa.
UW Whitewater International Student Association is a student organization brings both international students and national students together to share their cultural experience and beliefs. The ISA also collaborates with other student organizations in UW Whitewater. The International Dinner is one of the most unique events that ISA have for every spring semester, which serves all kinds of foods from different countries, and it invites students to show their talent on the dinner. So what are you waiting for? Come join the ISA today.
We are
ISA.
At the University Bookstore, we have an excellent selection of competitively priced books and classroom necessities for students. We have Warhawk gear ranging from athletic apparel to comfy sweatshirts the whole family can enjoy. The textbook rental service is also available for students to check out their required readings for class. You can also find and order books, apparel, and gift items from our online catalog, located at uwwhitewaterbookstore.com. The University Bookstore, we provide for your college experiences.
Here at UWW, we put a lot of emphasis on shaping your involvement. Involvement helps you get to know more people with similar values and goals as yourself. The Student Involvement Office can help you get involved with organizations on campus, or we can help you start a brand new one. So what are you waiting for? It's time to shape your involvement at UWW. If you'd like to learn more, stop by UC 127 or contact us at involvement@uww.edu or call 262-472-6217.
Welcome to the University Bookstore. The University Bookstore provides students with the opportunity to purchase apparel, gift items, textbooks, snacks, supplies, and other necessities right here on campus. The bookstore is also home to textbook rental, where you can find many of your required textbooks. Our friendly staff always goes the extra mile to provide customers with a quick and pleasant experience. Visit the bookstore today to find great deals on everything you need to succeed as a Warhawk.
Up next is Edmund Cartwright, inventor of the power loom. He was born in April of 1743 in Mangham, England, as the son of a landowner. After graduating from Oxford, he became a clergyman. While working for the church, Cartwright visited inventor Richard Arkwright's cotton spinning mills and saw the cotton spinning machines in action, and it inspired him to try and make one of his own. His most famous invention was the power loom, which served as one of the key developments for weaving during the Industrial Revolution by speeding up production and automating the weaving process. He began working on the machine in 1784 and finished it in 1785. People didn't think he could make it, but he did. However, he didn't exactly benefit from it, as it made him very little money, even as it had a profound effect on society. Even after his death in 1803, the device went on to have a profound impact on the textile manufacturing. This is quite an interesting person from society. The power loom was definitely one of the most moving things of the Industrial Revolution, the fact that we were able to kind of build up the weaving process, and just like the thing was with the Industrial Revolution, and this is my opinion, was that getting everything done in a timely manner. The population was rising and everything like that, and people just needed their way to say like, hey, we need this, we need more clothes, we need more things, and like the inventors really stepped up and did their job by getting stuff out there.
And like we've mentioned in previous episodes with generals, perseverance came into play here too. They didn't think he was going to be able to make this thing. They thought he was, out of his depth. Like, why are you even bothering? And he's just like, no, I'm going to make a power loom, and it's going to be awesome. And now, today, the textile industry, the clothing industry, fast fashion, that all would not have been able to happen without him deciding that he was indeed going to make a power loom.
Exactly, yeah. I can't believe, I wouldn't know where we'd be today if we didn't have, Enough clothes in the world.
Naked. Finally, we have Mary Walton, who invented pollution-reducing machines. Documentations on her life are lacking, but she did supposedly quote that her father had no sons and believed in educating his daughters. He spared no pain or expense to this end. During the Industrial Revolution, air and noise pollution were major problems. In 1879, Mary Walton owned a boarding house in New York City, situated directly next to the elevated railway. Disguised by the black smoke and roar of the train engines, Walton decided to solve the problems herself. Walton's invention, which was known as patent number 221880, diverted smokestack pollutants into water tanks, where they were kept until they were discharged into the city's sewage systems. Walton went on to address the rattling and clanging noises from the elevated trains a few years later. New York City even enlisted the help of America's most famous inventors, including Thomas Edison, to find a solution. When Walton was riding the train, she noticed that the amplified noise of the train, so she went to work building a sound-canceling apparatus. This patent was known as patent number 237442. New York City's Metropolitan Railroad, thanks to Walton's environment-friendly devices, were able to thrive.
Again, another thing, just the perseverance. Just about every single historical figure we've talked about so far this series has just had this drive to fix the problems that they see before them.
Absolutely.
And obviously with the military and her, it's a little different. Obviously, living situation versus running into a giant army full of people who try and kill you.
Yeah. But I do think that it's interesting that in this case, her perseverance seems almost determined by how much something bothered her. Like, I don't like the smoke, so I'm going to find a way to make it go away. I don't like the noise, I need to find a way to stop it. But it's like, hey, she made that goal, and she went for it. She made that happen. She said, I don't want it, I'm gonna stop it.
Definitely. And that will do it for today's episode of History or Bust. Thank you all who tuned in and watched this show. For Teaghan Carter, I'm Jake Donoho. Until next time.